There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, they're going to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. This is Elliott. And some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott's pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Taco Charlton in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
He is good. Makes the score Cowboys 3, Chiefs, nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 20.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
By the Cowboys.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first down.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Their own 16-yard line.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held him.
And got his man complete. Past the 20.
Back none less, baby. Back
All
none
the
less.
way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 84 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better? About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
First down, Cowboys.
After 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Cowboys 6.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Prescott from the gun. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st down, Cowboys.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st down, and it's Pollard again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack on the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
To Blake Jarwin.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Prescott's pass.
O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Then the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Lining up for the
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to 15.
Joey
Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own play.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That gets him 3 yards closer here as he brings up. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. As the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Harrison Butker.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the... About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 31, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Prescott. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Incomplete.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd and 5.
They go to Elliott again. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott. Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Pollard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
And they'll run with Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Now here's Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know the
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Is no good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Joey
Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now. And they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the...
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Edwards-Helaire. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator. He can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. So third and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
4-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 38-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Cowboys.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
No good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Number 87.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Cowboys 25.
So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brandon, this is clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, it's Bell. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And this is caught at the 8. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats an elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Cowboy.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Third down.
Prescott now. This to Jarwin. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
Prescott on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times on their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st down, Dallas.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To the air again, Prescott. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Taco Charlton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go, T, get off the field. That's 22,
A
that's 22.
2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Prescott yet again.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the 1st half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right, if it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow, I've got little legs. 55, Mike. All day, dog. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.